Why does ride or die always backfires in women? Well, this is funny because a lot of women have tendencies to brag about being their men's ride or die, okay? And they think they're better than the other women that don't stick around. It always backfires because if you are someone's poverty girlfriend, meaning you were with them when they didn't have anything, and they make it, the likelihood of you guys staying together is just big, meaning it's minimum. Most men that suffers with their ride or die do not stay with them, and it's for a particular reason because this man only leaned on you because he felt as if you were occupying a motherly role. Sorry, you were occupying or performing a motherly role. So therefore, he was attached to you for that reason. He may have been in love with you, but even if he wanted to leave you, he couldn't because you were his support system back then. So because you were his support system, he didn't feel comfortable letting you go because he has to rely on you. But when he realizes that he didn't need you anymore, when he made it, he said, well, now all of a sudden your bad characteristic comes to light in his mind. Whatever you used to do and get away with, you cannot get away with it. He views it as, she has changed. You haven't changed. He's the one who has changed because he is in a place where he doesn't need you and he won't need you. So he's going to exercise his right, and I quote, his right of saying no to you. Now he has a right, by the way. When he was suffering with you, he didn't have a right, isn't it? When he was suffering with you, anything you do was a go. He loves you, he was in love with you, you couldn't do anything wrong in his eyes. But suddenly, you might be the ugliest girl in his eyes. Suddenly, you're obnoxious. Suddenly, he cannot stand you. Suddenly, your nose is too big. Maybe. You might even have a smaller nose than me. But suddenly, when he looks at you, everything is zoomed. I shouldn't be laughing about this, but I'm trying to bring out a point. Even when you smile, he doesn't like it. Why are you smiling? It makes him angry because the worst thing that can ever happen to a woman is to be with a man who doesn't feel you attractive or who is no longer in love with you. That's the worst thing that can happen to a woman because you are in this relationship and you are so naive or maybe oblivious to the fact that this man is no longer in love with you because you're in love with him. Just that, the simple fact that you're interested in this man, it doesn't mean he is interested in you, okay? Because he may have tapped out of the relationship long time ago. And most of the time with this ride or die relationship, the man usually taps out of the relationship a while. He's just waiting around for the right opportunity. He's waiting to get promoted. He's waiting to get the money he always wanted. So he can exercise his masculinity in his choice as a human being to either stay with you or not. And that's when his ideal type, the woman that's always been his ideal type, will come to light. But, apparently when he was poor, he didn't have a type. Apparently you were his type. So therefore, out of a sudden, he'll be telling you that, you know what? You're not my ideal type. This is why I prefer in women. I prefer more feminine women. Out of a sudden, you're masculine, okay? I prefer feminine women. You're dragging me down. I think I know my worth now. My worth in quotation. He is worthy, I guess, because guess what? He may be making more than you. Take the example on these celebrities, okay? Especially celebrities in certain community exhibit this type of behavior more than the other, okay? Celebrities in certain community do live their struggle wives more than some other community, okay? You may find a different community to struggle with their, woman from high school until now they're married. But certain community, when the celebrity makes it, he leaves his struggle wife. Okay? So, I would say the women are taking a gamble. The women are taking a gamble because once they assume this masculinity role in the relationship, you are doomed because if you are assuming a role that a man's supposed to play, and the ride or die role is masculine. I'm telling you, it's masculine. So if you're assuming that role, the man is not is not given his manly position, his masculine position, to be the leader and the provider. He is just waiting for the right opportunity to strike, the right opportunity to shine, the right opportunity to be the leader. But you did not allow him to be the leader in your relationship. Okay, because you took all the load of the relationship because you wanted to prove a point to him that you are the ride and a ride or die type of woman. You got your man, okay, and without even considering his point of view. Though he is appreciative of you being there when he was struggling and occupying a masculine role, he's appreciative because you were helpful to him, but he cannot identify with that, okay? Because he's a man, he shouldn't be in the lesser position in a relationship. You understand? People will say, "Well, we should be equal." I mean, I believe in equality, but I'm just saying from the perspective of a man. I'm not speaking from a perspective of woman, okay? So put your egos aside and let's talk. The Ride or Dies crew, please listen. So, how you call it? Because you took away his right, now he has to exercise it when he makes it. He was just waiting for the right opportunity, okay, to show you that he is a man, to show you that he can take care of another woman. Not you. You can take care of yourself and a man because you showed him that you can take care of a grown man, and including you. Like you can take care of yourself to a point where you can take care of a full grown man. So he needs to go to a vulnerable, a feminine, vulnerable woman and take care of her because she is going to exhibit the attitude like, look, I need you or you are needed. Men like to go where they're needed. The men like to throw this word around when it comes to women, like women are materialistic, women are gold diggers, or women are hypergamous, but within themselves, their true masculinity, they like to protect and they like to provide. Some men may fight with it due to societal changes, okay? But within their core value, they shouldn't mind protecting and providing and being there for their woman, okay? Real men, though. I'm not talking about kids. Well, not kids. Kids cannot be men, but I'm not talking about, the new generation, maybe, the 50-50 generation. I'm talking about the generation of men that knows their role. So their core value is to take care of their woman and their family and to provide. So he is going to exhibit that with the next woman, the woman that needs him to provide for her, the woman that needs him to be there for her, the woman that will lean on him when she needs anything, financially, emotionally. Okay, he doesn't need a woman that is taking all the load of the relationship, thinking you may have been innocent, this ride or die, thinking you may be a good woman, but it's just your misunderstanding of men that have backfired. That's how come most celebrities or most people, these men don't have to be celebrities in order for them to exhibit their masculinity in another woman, okay? Leave their ride or die or their struggle girlfriend or struggle wife for a woman that need them financially, emotionally, and in every other shape. So suddenly the other woman is more feminine than you. And which is true, okay? Which is true because, like I say, ride or die role is masculine. You can support your man in multiple ways without being a ride or die, by the way, which the other woman is going to master, okay? Not by stroking his ego, but she's going to master these roles by making herself vulnerable to him. Like, I rely on you. I need you. Those words. I need you to do this for me. She's going to establish that narrative or the ground from the get-go. Like, hey, you are going to take care of me from the get-go. Okay, I may work, I may do this, but you are in my life. You're going to take care of me. I need your help. I need you. You say, oh, he will be that has very intriguing. He will be intrigued by, her vulnerability because he is used to a she-man. whatever you call it, a he-man, a he-woman, an iron woman, the whole thing, the strongest woman in Babylon, okay? So it's sad, but that's the reality. Someone has to have to say it. If you don't understand the nature of men, you will always be baffled and surprised by their behavior. That's how come you need to understand them and how they operate, and not just how other women are treating them. Because the way other women treat them, maybe the other woman understands it more than you. So good girls doesn't always pay out. Being the good girl doesn't always pay out, okay? Sometimes you have to be the femme fatale for men to respect you, and for you to get the bank for your youth and your time. I'm not talking about monetary value. I'm talking about emotional investment, because money is going to fade. So when I say the bank of your whatever, I'm talking about the money. I'm talking about the emotional value, okay, and where you rank in his heart and in his mind. Okay, he needs to respect you and want to be with you and never want to lose you. But if you play the role of a die or ride or die, then it's going to backfire and you're doing yourself a disservice, because that's not the language of men. No. Even if your man is struggling, you can struggle with him, but your support system should be to lead him to be more. Even if he's in the struggle, give him his role. Even if he's struggling, say, look, you're going to take care of me. You're going to pay this for me. Like, you need to instill that in a man. Okay, so you can feel manly and be motivated to take care of you. Okay, a woman can motivate a man to take care of her without taking away his masculinity or without playing a masculine role in the relationship. That's all I'm talking about, okay? Because if you're busy looking like a man out there in this street, they will treat you just like their peer man, okay? They will leave you for the real woman. It's your fault.